So I'm going to do a live hair steaming situation here, just to show you what it looks like. I have just washed my hair. My hair is wet. I have it back because I'm sure putting it forward is going to make my shirt look all types of funny. So with a steam treatment, first you need distilled water. Do not put tap water on your hair, like for conditioning purposes. So those of you that may have the luminescent or restoring herbal treatment from Crown Elements, highly recommended. But if you have those herbal rinses, do not steep them in tap water. You want to make sure you're steeping them in purified water. You can do distilled water, but not tap water. Okay. So this steamer, it has we call this like a gauge, right, of how much water to put into the reservoir. I would encourage you to fill it up to the max line. This hair steamer, handheld steamer, it's about the size of the palm of my hand. So it's not really big. This is usually only lasts about 5 minutes, maybe. And so that's one of the downsides to using a handheld steamer, is that it doesn't last long, and it takes a while for it to penetrate in that one section. So if you have really dry hair, it is best to do a hooded steam treatment. Okay, so hooded steam treatments look like a dryer, but instead of the dry heat coming in, it's actually steam or heated water, right? And so the steam raises the outside layer of your hair and lets all that moisture go deeper, deeper into the hair. So I am starting the steaming treatment here. You want to hold the steam away from your hand. Do not want to burn yourself. It's very hot. Jackie asks, can I put the restoring hair treatment in the handheld steamer? No, 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 no. You don't want to put anything in your steamer other than distilled water. Why? Because most of the steamers are only designed, like the little heating element that is inside of them is only designed for water. And so because like the herbal hair treatments is tea, right? So you have herbs steeped in that. Those herbs can actually break the heating element. Ask me how I know. Somebody asked me how I know. Yeah, what's the best way to steam if you don't have an actual hair steamer? This is not a hair steamer. This is a clothes steamer, just a handheld steamer. So it's definitely not a actual hair steamer. And so this is the way, and this is why I want to demonstrate this one more so than going under the hooded one, because I know a lot of people are like, I don't have that. You feel like it is out of your reach, but this handheld steamer you can definitely grab. It's something that you can grab and do, and it helps. It helps a whole lot. Somebody asked me, how do I know that you can't put things other than water into your steamer? Because I did it. I had the same exact question and was like, let's see what happens. Freaking broke. All right. And I'm not talking about this little, oh, you can buy this with not eating lunch for, 2 days and bringing lunch, to work or wherever you are. I did it on one of those the hooded steamers that cost hundreds of dollars in my salon. So please learn from my mistakes and don't do that. Yeah. I've definitely broken 3 steamers. But I do these things so that you know. Can you steam dry locks in between washings? The answer is yes, absolutely. However, you can, what I want to say, over steam or over moisturize your hair if you're doing it too frequently. Like I just washed my hair, so my hair is already open, if you will. And so that's why steaming is really good to do right after you wash your hair. The hair is clean, the hair cuticle is open, it's really good practice right after you wash your hair or right before. Remember, part of the definition of conditioning is to continue to cleanse the hair and the scalp. And so, steaming is also really good if you have scalp issues or scalp disorders, which causes a lot of flaking. And I'm putting it near my scalp, but I'm just moving it as I'm putting it near my scalp because, like Dakota, I do not want to get burned. So instead of just letting like holding it there, what you could do with um, being under a hooded steamer, right? Because the steam is just accumulating around you. With the handheld one, you got to keep it moving. You can't just hold it in one place for too long, okay? Because it'll burn. It's too concentrated. And it's almost done. My hair is longer, so that's why I did all this on one side, and I'll switch over and do the other side. But back to Gina's question, you can over moisturize the hair. It's called hydro fatigue. So if you just washed your hair, like today is Thursday, you can wait until later in the week. Or one of the things that I'm sure is going to be asked is how often should you be doing these steam treatments? So with a hooded steam treatment, it is really, really good to include that in your regimen at least every season. So like every 3 months. With the handheld treatments, because it's not as concentrated, in that you're getting moisture all over at one time, it's deeply penetrating. You want to do the handheld treatments a little bit more frequently. So like every 2 weeks is a good practice. So just to pop in my face. I'm refilling the reservoir so I can do the other side of my head. But one thing that I will note, and unfortunately we don't have the you can't like feel my hair through the screen. These locks feel noticeably softer than this side. My hair just in general feels soft because I have very fine hair, but this side feels like a squishy marshmallow, if you will. And this one feels like a wet sponge. It's probably the best way that I can describe it. But now that my hair, the length of my hair has been steamed, turn this one on to get that started. I'm going to then take my main radiance oil and I'm going to just seal that in to my hair. Now, before I did the steam treatment, after I washed my hair, I applied the moisture infusion. So you do want to put your moisturizer in your hair before you're steaming because that is what's going to penetrate deeper into the hair, right? I'm going to have to get under the dryer tonight. Deidre said, steaming, it's a game changer. It totally is, okay? So you saw how quick that was? 5 minutes, did my whole side, come over here and do the other side. I'm done. Did a handheld steam treatment. Ooh. It's like a foggy mirror. That was cool. So yes. So now it heated back up, and this beautiful thing heats up super fast. So I love that. A hooded steamer. I have a post on my blog, which is linked in the description. And like I said, after this broadcast, I'll put a link directly to the article of how to do this with a with a hooded steamer, like how to deep condition your locks with a hooded steamer. I'll put that link in the description after the broadcast because I forgot to put it before we got started. Tasha says, after steam treatment, what should not be done? What should not be done after, since the pores are still open? Should not be done. I would say going immediately to a dryer, right? You don't want to immediately go to the dryer. You definitely want to seal that moisture in, all that moisture that you just put into your head. You want to seal that in, kind of let that sit for a few, and then get under the dryer. but you don't want to go straight from steamer to dryer immediately. Kimberly, I received that. We're, the main radiance after steaming, also another game changer. This oil was created for Locs. Ooh, I'm trying not to burn myself because this is not my dominant hand. I'm doing a steam treatment this weekend. Woo-hoo. What's the difference with open steaming and putting a plastic processing cap on and going under the hooded dryer? Oh, no, 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 no. All right. So, open steaming, which we're going to be considering using a hooded steamer or a handheld steamer. So the steam, you can't see it on the video. I wish you could. But there is steam. Let me see. I feel like you still can't see it. That better? Can you see it? I still can't see it. But there is steam emanating from this treatment for my hair. Like if we could look at the hair under the microscope, the shaft of the hair is raising up because a lot of times people have different porosity levels. And for those of us that may have really low porosity, like their hair is really shiny, and when you go to wash your hair, it feels like it takes forever for it to get really damp. This steam treatment is helping to open your hair up to receive. And for people that have high porosity, meaning that you put water or product or moisturizer in your hair and immediately 5-10 minutes later just feel like nothing happened. For both sets of people, the steam is allowing the hair to open up to receive deeper inside of the hair. Moisture, and this is why so many people have dry locks, because you believe that the moisture is something that is sitting on the hair, that is outside of the hair. That is not, it's not true. Moisture is stored inside of the hair. So in order to get moisture inside of the hair and have it stay there, retain moisture retention. So one of the things that you're looking for if you have dry hair, the steam is going to open it up so the moisture can get where it needs to be so that you can retain it. So that's one of the biggest differences between putting a plastic cap on. You put a plastic cap on, you are smothering the hair from receiving additional moisture. And so you're just getting heat. So you're just making the hair open and not adding in anything. So steam is vaporized water. So those molecules are really small. It's going inside, deep, 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 deep in there to stay in there. Just putting a plastic cap on, it's you're not giving anything to the hair, nothing additional other than just heat. And I got so just about that because I see so many people doing that. Professionals, locticians, stylists, saying they're doing hydration for clients or saying that they are helping to steam the hair, and you're just blocking it from receiving. Just because you have water, and it's probably tap water because it was just in the sink, sitting on your hair, and you put a cap on it to allow that the tap water to just penetrate deeper, you're just adding more mineral deposits to the hair, which also prevents moisture retention, makes the hair dry, makes it brittle. And I just be like so mad when I see that. So sorry about that. If you felt like I was attacking you, I wasn't. It's just, oh, it burns me up. It burns me up when I see it. Renita says, should steaming be done on new locks 6 months? So yes, it's hair, right? So what we learned today with conditioning, the whole point of conditioning is something that's going to help the hair stay strong. It's going to help the moisture be balanced in the hair. And so no matter what stage you are in, the hair needs conditioning. The hair needs moisture. The hair needs strength. what that is going to look like for you is that your steam treatments for starter locks, you're going to want to do them with your grooming sessions versus doing it like you see how I just steam my hair, and I could choose to not retwist, um, or I am going to go retwist my hair. But with starter locks, steaming, because it's so much moisture, is going to frizz everything up. And a lot of people can't handle that. You know, they want it to be nice and sleek. And so that can be a lot for the starter lock folks. But if you're not tripping on having the roots get all nice and full, by all means, steam in between your grooming sessions. It is all good. That's a great question. Chanel says, how do you know when a section is done? Do you feel for softness? So the goal when you're doing a handheld treatment is to make sure you're giving the steam enough opportunity to cover all your locks. The one of the biggest disadvantages with the handheld steamer and a hooded steamer is the hooded steamer is going to get everything evenly. So there's no question. With a handheld steamer, you kind of got to like gauge, do your best. It's a matter of feeling. So feeling for the moisture, feeling for the additional like the suppleness to the locks, because like I said, the steamer is going to open everything up, let that moisture get in. Your locks is going to feel supple, it's going to feel more plump. Whereas the hair that has not been steamed is still going to be a little bit more closed, a little bit more reserved. So you kind of feel for that suppleness with the hair, but you're really just kind of eyeballing with like where you're going with your hair. I like to do it in front of a mirror. I was using the camera here just so that you could see what it's like. But I like to sit in front of the mirror if I'm doing a handheld treatment just so I can see where I've been and what I'm doing. That's a really great question. So if we had to rank our steam treatments, and I feel like we take some sips because we had to rank our steam treatments. The hooded steam treatment would be top tier. Absolutely, that's what you should strive for. The handheld steam treatment, it works. It gets the job done. It does our conditioning that we're looking for. The shower steam is beneficial. It's like an additional boost to the moisturizer, but it is not considered a conditioning treatment. Being mindful that it's tap water, right? So uh, there's a lot of things in that water that's not the best for the hair. Steam does help to get a lot of those mineral deposits out, but it's still tap water. So strive to do your handheld steam treatments. Get one of these, treat yourself, go to a salon or invest in a hooded steamer. All right. So great. That's all we have time for today. I definitely want to encourage you again, just be, just rest more, invite rest into your life. Water is really important. And in addition to water, steam, all right, is really important for conditioning your hair. So I truly appreciate your presence. If you enjoyed this conversation tonight, make sure you hit that like button. Of course, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. We will be continuing our lock lessons. For now, already, make sure you are part of the Digital Text Club. And as always, peace, love, and goodbye.